Metropolitans, Kryptonians, and wherever the heck else you're from, the Superman official trailer is finally here. Before I get into my full thoughts, because trust me, I have a lot, check out my reaction first. DC Studios, yes.
Are you serious right now?
Yeah.
You'd let me interview you as Superman.
Oh my goodness, so they know each other. She knows he's Superman. Cool. Oh, this is so awesome. She's recording. She's a reporter.
Let's do it, Cronkite.
Cronkite. Superman.
Miss Lane.
Recently, you've come under a lot of fire for what some might.
A lot of fire.
It's a lot. What? So they're diving into why people hate him right now.
Today, the Secretary of Defense said he was going to look into your actions.
Frank Grillo. Oh my goodness.
That's funny.
My actions.
That's Rick Flag Sr.
Stopped a war.
Okay, so it was because of him stopping war. Whoa. Okay, that's so cool.
I did.
In effect, you illegally.
Oh, the engineer, Ultraman.
I'm not the one being interviewed, Superman.
Oh.
Did you consult with the president?
The president.
You seemingly acting as a representative.
Oh, she's anti-Superman.
I'm doing good.
I would question myself in the same situation.
Question?
Consider the consequences.
People were going to die.
Yo! I remember them filming that. He got stuck in the ground. Man. The score. Oh, he helps him. That's so nice.
Hey, buddy.
Oh, hey.
Eyes up here.
That's such a Superman thing to say. I love that. Oh gosh. Yo, that's how her powers work?
Your choice.
Let's. Oh yeah, come on, Crypto. Come on. Oh. Whoa, yes. Clutch. Yo, what the heck is that?
Makes you who you are.
Oh yeah, John kept talking. Mr. Terrific, my boy.
Superman.
The action in this looks stellar. Oh, Marquette is alive. Good. So he. Ooh.
Somehow become the focal point of the entire world's
Oh my
conversation.
goodness. Yeah.
I will not.
Oh, the fight in the field.
That.
Nicholas Holt, bro.
I'll go get him for you.
Oh yeah, dude. Oh yeah. What? Yo. Dude. Hey. That's my guy right there. That's my guy. Oh.
You have a dog?
Yeah, Crypto, of course. He has a dog. Whoa. Okay. That was a lot different than I was expecting. But it was very good. It was very good. Alright, now, let's head into the breakdown. Okay, first off, loving the look of Metropolis. I mean, as we can see, this is clearly not super futuristic, but almost a retro. So, you know, it could be something that exists in the modern world, but at the same time, it has little quirks. We can especially see this when we get down to better street view. There's this aerial shot, and I mean, it looks like the Pentagon, obviously, that's what that is. However, I mean, yeah. They actually bring up the president, which is probably why Frank Grillo's getting involved in all this. And it's weird, because I originally thought he'd be working for Lex Luthor, because as we can see somewhere around here, this frame right here. Here he is, along with Ultraman, the engineer, so it's like, what is going on? I believe he's more with the government, which is why there's these troops. These are more Lex's, like more rookie soldiers. Speaking of which, later on, I'm kind of going out of order here, guys. In the trailer, they actually break in, and as we can see, okay, there we go. Come on. Okay, wait. Okay, here's the engineer killing, obviously, Superman's robots. But it was her and Ultraman who walked in, and obviously Lex was here, and his girlfriend slash employee. So So they break into the fortress. But interestingly, Rick Flag Sr. is not here. Meaning, I think they may go separate ways. I think Lex probably dodges the law in order to catch Superman. As we can see later on in this trailer, he is in jail cells, which we've seen before. We actually get a better look at them right here, where we can see Superman and Metamorpho, which, by the way, he is looking dope. Just want to mention that. And notice he has a kryptonite hand, which makes me think the only reason I think they have Metamorpho in here is to weaken Superman. That's what I think personally. But then Superman talks to him, and it changes their mind. Because, I mean, they beat Superman. Usually usually that wouldn't do anything. However, because of the kryptonite that Metamorpho is holding, if my computer will load right there, it's weakening him, which would explain why. However, back to why I came over here in the first place. Luthor's obviously holding them, and not just Superman, other characters. We see a girl in a pink dress here, some random guy right here. I honestly don't know who these are, and I don't want to find out. However, this definitely probably isn't legal, and it's probably causing concern for people like, I don't know. Here we go. Mr. Terrific and, his gang of heroes, because they obviously don't want to get brought in by Lex Luthor. Where's the better shot? Here they are, Guy Gardner, obviously, Mr. Terrific, loving that chair, and Hawkgirl. They, of course, don't want to be put in there, and this will definitely bring up conflict. But that's been enough time talking about that. I want to get into other things. The interview. I don't want to go full breakdown mode. I just kind of want to give my thoughts, but this is definitely Lois's apartment, not Clark's, and I say that because we've seen Clark's, and the planet is destroying things, and it just does not match the overall, I hate this word, but vibe we get, which makes me think it's in hers. Plus, we have all these newspaper stuff. Would Clark really do that? And I also like how they tackle how controversial Superman is as a hero, because, some scenes we get like this, people are angry. I mean, look at that face. That face is one of hatred. And then we get other ones more towards the end. If my mouse... No, my mouse just hates me. Finally, gosh darn found it. See, these people seem to be pretty chill with Superman. This guy even helps him out. So there's definitely going to be two differing sides, which I think eventually he'll learn to cooperate with. And who knows what the end of the movie will hold for us. Another thing I want to touch on is Luthor. I don't want to actually touch Luthor's bald head, but there's certain clips in this that, they can make... Oh, I didn't even know I could do that. Okay. If we look a little further. Right here, okay. Okay, listen. Alright, listen. I get he hates Superman. It's a little cartoonish, alright? I'm not dogging on it. I think this will definitely could work. It just depends how they handle it in the film. If they make it a little too goofy, then it may not. But It just really depends on how they settle it, because he has a lot of expressions like this throughout the marketing, and it just depends. Like, something I like is there's a shot later on of him, like, let's see. Luthor just drinking a Luthor Corp cup in front of Superman. That right there is some Luthor energy. You can see the hate boiling in his eyes, the little mischief. Like, that right there is peak. I don't know. I think Nicholas Hoult is great. I think my only fear is that James Gunn may have been like, oh yeah, bro, just feel free to do whatever you want. And he let loose a little too much. But that's a fear. I don't think that that's actually happening. It's something that could happen. For the rest of the trailer, though, some really great action. I think that's the highlight of the trailer for me. We see a lot of action, obviously, but it all just looks so fun and comic booky, like Guardians 3, and somehow even more exaggerated in a good way. I mean, look at the side flick he gives, her pushing him out of the book. I don't know where this is, what they're doing, why she's doing this, but looks pretty sick. The only thing during the action that made me slightly confuzzled was how the engineer uses her powers. Let me pull up. This is what it looks like, okay? Right here. This is what the engineer, if I could type, looks like in the comics. As you can see, she literally turns into metal, similar to Silver Surfer we got. However, here it seems like the armor or suits she's wearing does the work. So I guess this is some sort of Luthor tech, which isn't a huge complaint, but it does kind of make me wonder how other members of the Authority, if we ever end up getting that movie, how much of theirs will just be tech. Ultraman, for example, I'm pretty sure, according to my personal theory, that this big chunker in the suit is actually Ultraman with just armor on. However, what if Ultraman is just depending on the tech too? I didn't think so. We see him flying around, but I really do not know. And yeah, I mean, definitely will upload a full breakdown later this week. Just wanted to get some of my thoughts out here. Loving how they're including Mom and Paul Kent. I think that's incredible. I think that the relationship, I mean, the very brief relationship they've shown with Superman and Jimmy Olsen is, let's see, right here, incredible. They're just playing around with each other. That is hilarious. He literally got a picture of Superman on his desk. You know, there's Superman merchandise here. That's such a Superman pose right there. I think that's cool that Jimmy Olsen kind of likes Superman. We don't know if he knows who Clark is, but, you know, Lois does, so Jimmy might. Don't know. This trailer pretty much nails everything for me, except the only aspect is we still don't know what the movie's about. Does it give some clarity? Yes. Does it give enough clarity? Not enough. If someone asked me, hey, what's the movie about? I would have a hard time answering them, to be honest. I mean, it feels like we're all over the place. Different countries. I mean, don't even know what's happening to Metamorpho. Where the heck even is this? Someone, please. Is that a house? Why is a house shooting a laser at? I'm 0.5. I'm 0.25ing it. I don't know if that's the appropriate term. Why do I keep putting quality? Playback speed. As low as it will go. And we're just gonna see, like, where the heck is this? Like, does Metamorpho accidentally, like, take over everything? But no, it looks like he's disintegrating. Where are we, dude? Like, does the kaiju eat everyone? You know, it's very confusing. However, hopefully my breakdown later this week will make it make sense. So check that out. By the way, even if I do say any complaints, I love this trailer. Super excited for this movie. And yeah, I will see you when it comes out. And this right here is a terrible frame to end on, but we're doing it.